All right, chat. If you can stick around, I do greatly appreciate it. For the next hour of the stream, it is sponsored by Genshin Impact. So it's a Twitch bounty, the way they work, based on Twitch viewership. So if you stick around, I do appreciate it. It's one of the ways I'm able to not run any ads during and stuff during the stream is that normally when I'd be getting off, which I actually normally would be getting off 30 minutes ago, I will just do some of the Twitch bounties and stuff that pop up, and that allows us to not run ads during the stream. So if you could stick around, leave the stream open, I really do appreciate it. It greatly supports the stream. It's free for you to do, and yeah, that's why I'm, like I said, able to not really run ads and stuff during the stream. So if you could do that, appreciate it. All right, a little bit about the game if you haven't checked it out before. Genshin Impact is a cross-platform open-world adventure RPG available on PC, Android, iOS, PS4, PS5. You can step into the fantasy world and embark on your adventures in Tevat. I have an update. Let me run this really quick. Version 3.7 Dual Summoner Summit is from the 24th of May to July 4th. You can explore the open world. We'll just stream it for an hour, so just a little bit of extra. We could talk more still about working out, all that kind of stuff. There's a Divine Ingenuity Collector's Chapter event. There's Genius Innovakin TCG. And there's other 3.7 events. There's a Dual Summoners event. And there's a Story Quest, Crassius Artist Chapter 2. There's polls and event wishes. So, yeah. All right. But yeah, dude, I honestly really like having like workout equipment and stuff at home. It's just with all the gyms and stuff being like so packed lately, it's kind of ruined it for me a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, like also the fact of like I feel like it's just a lot more effort to like go to the gym like that. Like you got to like actually get up and go to the gym like for real, right? Like you got to I don't know, if you're at home and you just wake up and your hair is like all over the place and like, whatever, you want to like, I don't know, you don't want to like even get ready or anything like that. You want to work out before you brush your teeth, even, right? Like you can do that at home. You can't really like go to the gym and like not brush your teeth. I mean, like hypothetically you could, but it's nasty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's real nasty. Listen, I did great that last game. I don't even want to hear. You feel bad that brush. I'm not saying it's about like brushing your teeth, but I'm saying like if you literally just want to get doesn't a sign off. No, I'm gonna play. There's a Twitch bounty, so we'll do this. We'll do this Twitch bounty. I'm gonna stick around for another hour and talk to chat. I'm not saying it's like about like not brushing your teeth, but it's nice. Like I feel like I like it for like what I used to do when I was at my parents' house and stuff like that. Still, and I had all my workout equipment. I would, I would literally like wake up and like work out like first thing, like right when I woke up, and it like woke me up for like the day kind of. And then I would brush my teeth and shower and shave and get ready and stuff like that. And then I'd get on and start streaming. Right? That's kind of what I'm saying. That's all. Whereas like it's kind of hard to do that like efficiently to like go to the gym. You have to drive there, park, check in, go to the locker room, drop your shit, get ready, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. There's just like a lot more involved in like actually going to the gym. Some people do like that though, because when you do that, you're kind of it's like motivating you a little bit to like, oh, I gotta like make it a part of my day type of thing. But I also like it's also easier to skip at home too, because you're like, I'm at home, like whatever, You're like, whatever. Traffic sucks. I don't know what it is too, dude. Traffic has been the literal worst, man. It has been the worst. Like, I can't believe how bad traffic is lately. I remember during like COVID and stuff like that, dude, no traffic pretty much. Like, I'd be driving to like a park or something to go like walk and stuff like that with my like now wife. We were like dating back then and stuff. Like, dude, oh my god. It's like everywhere that I go now, I'll go to like I'll go to like a place that's 5 minutes away from my house without traffic. It takes 20 minutes with traffic. But the thing is like there's always traffic. You gotta be strategic with the time. There's always traffic. I don't know what it is. There's traffic like 24/7 for some reason. In Detroit, yes. I don't know what it is. There's always traffic, like in like I don't know my area and stuff like that. At least I think it's because like a lot of people and stuff like work from home and all that. It's like I don't know. I see it happen like every time now, man. I see it happen like all the time with that shit. I'll try to go at 3 p.m., 2 p.m. to like this like to an area that has like Costco. I'll go to Costco. 2 p.m., dude. Who is who that's when people are picking I mean it's summer now more, but like that's when people are like picking their kids up from school or summer school or like all that type of stuff. That's when people are in work. Dude, there's always traffic. It literally does not matter like the time of day. It literally does not matter. Take one look on Google Maps. That shit is like dark red. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always backed up. I think the problem is now too, at least like here in like the Detroit area and stuff, it's like there's so much construction. It's insane. There's an area by me where you have to drive. So there's like they blocked off the street. They closed like a mile of road to redo it. Okay, down to the dirt. Okay, so they're for redoing a mile of road. So like if you make a right, it's just like dirt. You can't go down there. You drive down the next mile, dirt. You drive them, and then you're like, okay, well, maybe like I'll try to go like the next mile. That one's dirt, and then the left on the right, it's a dirt, and then that road dead ends, and it's fucking dirt. So like in order to get like certain places right now, you have to go around all of that, and everybody else is also diverting around all of that as well, and it just makes it like terrible, bro. It just makes it terrible. Phoenix is under too, just too many people that are on the roads that weren't made for the population. Yeah, it's probably so much worse by like other people too. Like my area and stuff like that is like Detroit is it's built for like 2 to 3 million people, right? Well, I guess like the suburbs and stuff like that. There's I think there's 3 million people in the suburbs, but it was built for like 5 million. So there's like there's enough space there. It's still like areas that are busy. The areas where everyone goes, of course, are busy as shit all the time. But like I don't know. It's just I can't even imagine how much worse it is in like other areas. Like Vegas, I heard right now the traffic is like ridiculous in Vegas. Too many projects and renovations and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean it's like it's good to see them doing like work on stuff. Like I always appreciate that. That's always a good thing. But like at the same time, it's like, oh my god. They do I feel like it's like I wish it was spaced out more evenly. I wish it was spaced out more evenly. Also, why I don't know why like more places too don't do the thing where they like mill down the road. I know why part of it is at least in our area they're rebuilding like basically all of our water infrastructure right now, or like a lot of it, I guess at least. So I think that's part of it. So they're ripping up the roads and they're putting like a lot of the water infrastructure like that needs to go underneath like the roads or like next to the road. It's mostly not. It's not actually underneath the road. It's next to the road on the right or on the left, depending on the road. So I think what they're doing is they're ripping up all the roads, literally to the dirt, like and then basically then they're also doing like the water mains and stuff like that at the same time too. There's speedrunning construction during COVID too, which is nice. Got the trolley system done early in La Jolla. Oh, nice. By the way, how is like the last time I was in like La Jolla and stuff like that in San Diego, like there was a lot of homeless people, but like has it gotten like better or worse? I heard it got a lot worse, but I mean, I like to hear other perspective is good. I have to log back in because there's an update. It's on Jetto. Thank you, bud. They took over that trolley line. Unlucky. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I have family that lives there as well, and they said it's like terrible. Last time you went to La Jolla was dirty and smelled like shit. Now La Jolla's awesome, dude. I love La Jolla. It's just it's obviously really expensive, but that part sucks. But every car you had at least one homeless person in it. I've been to Balboa, yeah. Yep, I've been all over San Diego. My mom is born and raised in San Diego, so like my mom's whole family and stuff lives there. Like the Cove is really beautiful in La Jolla. I actually like Coronado a lot too. Coronado's super nice. My cousin actually like he sold his like company that he started for like a shitload of money. I don't know how much, a lot. And he bought like a beautiful house in Coronado on the ocean. I was like, all right, dude, next time I'm there, I'm staying with you. It's like, I'm not staying with anybody else. Normally I stay with like my aunt and uncle, or I used to stay with my grandparents, you know, when my grandma was alive, and my grandpa's like not in as good of health. So like I wouldn't stay with him at this point probably. But I would stay with my aunt and uncle and stuff like that, or get a hotel, one or the other. But I was like, dude, I'm staying with you this time. Like San Diego. San Diego is nice. It's just the only thing that ruins it for me is like the homeless population is like very aggressive there sometimes. But I mean, it's just something you gotta kind of learn to like live with. I guess it kind of comes with, you know, no place is like perfect and shit. Prices are jacked up too for housing. Oh, they're jacked up like crazy. Jacked like, especially like in those specific areas, like housing is like insane, dude. San Diego's a rat infestation? Huh. I hadn't heard of like a rat infestation, but I don't know, maybe. I'm stealing food. I think I just stole from you. It's fine. Yeah, I'll actually walk back. I like the scenery in this game. That's actually like really what I like about it, is just walking around. San Diego does not have a rat infestation. You live there. Yeah, I mean, I hadn't heard anything about a rat infestation. That's why I was confused as well. Yeah, even New York. You know, it's kind of funny. People always talk about like, oh, New York has like a rat infestation, but they actually really don't have as many like they don't have as many problems as people like make it out to be. I think it was, I forgot which place had the most rats. I want to say it was like Chicago or Boston maybe. And it was like it's like impossible to tell like how many rats a place actually has. Okay. You know what? You're going to die. Alright, then we can just, like, destroy these shields. I know. Did I just zap myself? Oh. I know. I actually haven't played this game in like 2 months or 3 months. So I gotta get back in like the swing of things. Crime isn't great in San Diego. Honestly, it's mostly just like homeless people like bothering you for stuff is mostly what I mean. I haven't been there recently, but I have like I said, my whole family is there and stuff, and they said the thing that sucks is just like they're like, the last time I was there, there's always been a lot of homeless people in San Diego, except for like maybe many years back. But even back then, there were always homeless people and stuff. New York and Jersey and stuff. I mean, I don't think crime's that bad in most of those places. I think people, like, there's, I don't want to cook anything. I think a lot of that's just like pretty overblown. Can I even, ow. There it is. Ever been to Ohio? Unfortunately. No. Like, it's just a joke. Like, basically everybody from Michigan and Ohio have beef. So, and as somebody that's from, you know, Detroit and Michigan, we got beef, bro. We got beat. Flyover state? What do you mean, bro? Hater. Just a hater. Well, I'll tell you guys why I don't like Ohio, honestly. I don't like Ohio because Adam lives there, and Adam is from Ohio. Any place from Adam is from cannot be a good place. You know, call your state Michigan, I call it Team Up North. I will say, though, I feel like people from Ohio hate Michigan way more than people from Michigan and Ohio. Flyover states get to avoid a lot of the pretentious people from the coast. I would agree strongly. Michigan has some cool stuff. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of if you go to certain, like, believe it or not, something a lot of people like kind of sleep on. I know Ohio does too. I'll give Ohio some credit where credit's due. But a lot of Midwestern states and stuff like that, and like old manufacturing like hubs and stuff like that, they actually have some of the finest museums in the entire world. Which you normally wouldn't really think that, but the reason that they do is because, you know, those used to be the industrial centers of the world. So like for example, a lot of people don't know this, like, for Detroit, right? Detroit was the richest city on earth for a while, like during like the big automotive era and stuff like that. So we have a museum here. It's called the Detroit Institute of Arts. It's a world-class museum. There's like priceless pieces that are not anywhere else that you would only find really at like major museums, right? That you think. And I've been to the Metropolitan in New York. I like love museums, by the way. I've been to the Metropolitan. I've been to, you know, places like, you know, Victoria and Albert Museum in London, London Museum of Natural History, you know, all the places, you know, museums in Chicago, a lot of museums in New York, museums in Paris, the Louvre. Like, it's like really like a world-class museum. Like, it's really nice. And there's a lot of places like that too, in like Ohio and stuff like that, and a lot of Midwestern states and stuff. The Southwest. I feel like the Southwest, to be honest, I think it's like a good place to live because of weather and avoiding of snow and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like from an actual cultural standpoint, for like world history, it depends on the city, I guess. But like a lot of them don't have like a lot of good, a lot of them don't actually have like, I'm always really shocked when I go to, like, outside of, like, obviously LA has stuff, but there's not as much history in a lot of these places as there is in, like, At least like museums and stuff like that there is on the East Coast. Like East Coast has a lot, I will say. Like the East Coast has a lot of really awesome museums and stuff, but I would always say like Southwest specifically, I love the food there and stuff like that. I really do. But that's the one thing that always gets me. It's very lacking on like museums and like different like cultural pieces and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean there's obviously like there's not like there's nothing there. There's history from like local culture stuff like that, but that's everywhere though. My point is there's not like a world class there's or not as many like world class like there's literally pieces where if you're like a big art buff, I'm not as big into art, but like architecturally like if you're really big into visiting museums and stuff like that, there's really not as much in a lot of these different states in like the Southwest. Now it's like fun, like for example, like Vegas. Like Vegas has like its own stuff too, right? Like people say, "Oh, Vegas is soulless," whatever. I mean, I disagree. There's like the Mob Museum, the Neon Sign Museum. Like there's like cool stuff there too, but like you won't get like in Vegas there's no Detroit Institute of Arts or like Metropolitan or like the Shed Aquarium. Like, you know, there's nothing like that really. I guess I'll say. But I like Vegas for other things. Like I know people always like rip on Vegas too much, for example, and like I've never been to Arizona actually, so I can't really say, but I heard it's pretty similar. They say it's like, oh, it's just like people who are like, you know, super stuck up and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I think that shit gets overblown. I mean, you go to different places for different things, that's all. Like, I don't know what people are expecting when they go to Vegas. I always tell them, I'm like, the food is good in Vegas, but like, you have to be going for specific types of food. It's pretty like, it's a little commercialized in a way, in a lot of ways and stuff like that, but it's good. Like, they bring in like world-class chefs and stuff like that there. Will it have the same like local flares and stuff as other places? You know, no, but Adler Planetarium. Let me look this up. I mean, I'm not saying there's no places in these areas, chat, too. Adler Planetarium. Oh, yeah, I have been here. I knew that sounded familiar. I have, yes. This is the one they have, like, the dinosaur in the lobby, is it? No, this is not it. This is the Space Museum one. I have been here before. My parents took us here years ago. Years ago, years. I was a kid last time I was at this place. I do remember that building, though. Very distinctly. We've been to the Shed Aquarium a bunch of times. I love Chicago. Dude, Chicago has killer museums. Both Chicago and New York are like a dream. If you like museums, you know what's funny? As much as I like museums and stuff, I was talking about this the other day. I've never been to Washington, D.C. I have to go there solely to visit like the Smithsonian and like all the U.S. like monuments and stuff like that. I would love to go there just for that stuff. One of these days, I'll make like a short trip there. I've never been to Disney World. I've only been to Disneyland. That's it, in California. They used to have really nice buffets. Yeah, I mean, dude, I would even love to go to like Pennsylvania and stuff like that, and like, there's just a lot of like history there that's really cool, like especially U.S. history and stuff. I could easily spend like a month in like the Northeast and stuff like that, just kind of going around all these different places and stuff like that, different museums. Easy. Atomic one in Los Alamos, New Mexico. Dude, that reminds me. I literally cannot wait for Oppenheimer. Oh, it's getting close, chat. We're getting, like, relatively close. We're getting relatively close here. I know, yeah. I'm like really excited for that, dude. Like you have no idea how excited I am for that movie. I would actually want to go to the new I would go to a nuclear, museum, that museum in Los Alamos. I'm telling you, dude, I could spend all day at museums. I'll never get bored. You guys can make fun of me and call me a boomer all you want, but I love museums. Like they're just like they're both like really they're like really cool inside, man. The architecture of a lot of these places, like you get to learn about a cool piece of history, like stuff like that. It's just like you can't really beat it, dude. You can't really beat it. Weird local museums and stuff out of nowhere are fun. I would agree. They're awesome. Cozy? Oh, like that sub restaurant or whatever? Bro, that place sucks. One of my friends used to work there and we'd get like free food and stuff all the time. That place sucks. This. Oh, I probably need to. Ow, man. The Midwest has good comfort food. I think it just depends where you go. I mean, Chicago has like Chicago is like a world-class city for food. I mean, I live in Detroit. Obviously, I love Detroit and stuff. We have pretty much everything here too. I wouldn't say like world-class though necessarily. And I love Detroit, but it's good. We have everything you could ever want here, and it's very very good shit. Like you're not gonna be like in any need of anything. Like you could never leave. Truly, if you wanted to, you could stay in Detroit and pretty much have every type of food that you would really want without any issues. Yeah, like it's not gonna have the variety of New York, but it'll also have everything that you could want. You know, if you want, you know, you want good Mexican food, we got that. You want good any type of Asian food, Japanese, Chinese, anything like that, we got that. Yo, dog, I need you to do this last one. Where's this other? Where's the last one? I want to unlock this chest. But is it authentic? Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what shocked me? I don't know. I disagree with him. But my uncle lives in San Diego. And he said that the best Mexican food he's ever had in his life was in Southwest Detroit. Look up. Oh, there's one. Yeah, so he's born and raised, well, he's not born and raised in San Diego, but he's lived in San Diego for like 50 years, at least 50 years. And he said that was the best Mexican food he's ever had. He's been to Texas too, yeah. Texas, Arizona. Spends a lot of time in actually both of those places. He said that was the best, hands down, the best Mexican food he's ever had. There we go. Thank you for the tip, chat. I mean, he lives in San Diego. Yeah. I mean, I know people's, like, you don't think of it, but yeah, I mean, Detroit has a lot of very good food. We do. Our Japanese food here is killer. Like, we have some of the best the best Japanese and Middle Eastern food I've had. Close. We'll see. I would say outside of maybe like New York, the best Japanese food, or out of Japan, like the best Japanese food I had has been in Detroit, or it's either in Detroit or I would say in New York. Detroit because it is Motor Oil. Dude. Dude, there is Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi Steel, all these major Japanese companies have major presences in a major presence in Detroit. So there is like very like literally like the most authentic Japanese food you could possibly eat in Detroit. Like I've been to Japan before. It's like, you know, obviously not quite as good, but it's on par. Like it's solid. Uh-huh. Well, no, I'm just making a point. Oh, I just killed all the fish. Yeah, it's all cooked though, so. No, but seriously, they import all the fish from Japan. It's really good stuff. Like, there's a lot of people who, so like Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi Steel. There's other Japanese like companies too that are related to the automotive industry and stuff like that. They as well have a presence in Detroit too. And what they do a lot of times is they have people who will be on, you know, they'll be there for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is. And they have to live in Detroit during this period of time, basically. So there's like really good Japanese food. I remember how excited I was to go to Japan and stuff like that and have like real Japanese food and stuff like that. And I was like, it's better. Like I'm not gonna say it's not better, but I was surprised that it was pretty close. You know? I was like, damn, like not much of a difference. I think San Diego has better Mexican food than Detroit. I mean, my uncle, I think he's just I think he was going a little bit crazy on that one, to be honest with you. I think he was going a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But we do have really good Mexican food here. Mm-mm. Sell whatever for like locals. If your uncle eats it only like on the border, that makes sense. I think you'd be shocked how good the Mexican food is here. There's a major Mexican population in Southwest Detroit too. Like a major Mexican population here. I've had all the like the best places, quote unquote, in San Diego before, and I will say they're better than Detroit. I think at least they are. I think they are. But I don't think it's like that much like it is better. I do crave it, but it's like for example, the stuff let's say the stuff in San Diego's a 10. Like I'd give it a 10. The stuff in Detroit I would give like a 9.5. Like it's close enough, you know. 9.5. I mean, you can look it up. Just look up like Southwest Detroit. You can see some of the restaurants and stuff, and let me know what you think of the food. Like what it like. I mean, obviously not taste, but what it like looks like at least. I mean, Anthony Bourdain, even when he went to Detroit and stuff, was like loving all the Mexican food and stuff there. He was like, I mean, that guy's had everything there is to eat everywhere in the world, right? A lot of iron. Southwest Detroit does have it. I think there's pretty good food everywhere too. Yeah, I mean, It just depends. I would agree with you too, where there has to be like enough population. Like I think if you're in a city or metro of a city where there's like several million people, there's going to be a lot of good food. Like if there's not a lot of good food and you're in a metro of that many people, I don't think it's like possible really. I think people are just not looking hard enough if that's the case. I mean, honestly, even in New York and stuff like that, like I've been to New York a lot. And you gotta be careful in New York too. There's a lot of garbage ass food in New York, dude. Like there's the best food I've ever, had in my life there for certain things. But there's a lot of trash in New York too. Like a whole bunch of trash. Ow. What's my favorite Mexican dish? I'm not gonna lie, my favorite Mexican dish is I forgot what this restaurant is called in San Diego. It's the best burrito I've ever had in my entire life, and it was literally made with like lard, and it had every type of meat in it, and it had fries in it, and it had this like really good like homemade salsa, or in restaurant made salsa. Drop the name? I forgot what it is, honestly. It's honestly been years, but I still remember that. I would have to ask my cousin. I have to like text him or something. Is his shield fireproof or something? Roberto's is the one that has like that like oh my gosh, what am I gonna call it? What was it? The wrestlers masks and stuff like that in there, right? I'll try to find it. Honestly, Roberto's is really good too. Was that the one that was like it's in downtown and like it's not in the gas lamp district. Forgot. I don't know. I'll have to ask my cousin. It was years ago. He took me there. He took me there and he said it was his favorite place to eat a burrito in San Diego. And I fucking went crazy in there. That was the best Mexican food I've ever had in my life. Like, period. Ooh. Getting some good chests. California carne asada burrito is the best. California just means guacamole and french fries in it. Yeah, that's my favorite thing that I've ever had. Mexican food wise. I've had like a lot of other stuff that's supposed to be like more authentic and stuff like that. But that was like, I don't know what it is. I just can't get over it. That's still like the best. Trujillo's. Let me check this place out. This is the place. Oh, this is on SDSU's campus. No, this is not it. I don't think. Oh, no, this is the place that I went to with, like, the... Maybe? Is this the place with, like, the wrestlers and stuff in it that I was talking about? I don't think so, no. This place looks familiar, though. I don't know. There's a super popular place for casual brews at Mission Beach. It's a big shop on an intersection. This was more in like this place was in El Cajon, actually. This place was not. The place I'm thinking of that I'm talking about is downtown. The wrestling place was downtown. The place that I'm thinking about that had the most crack burrito that I've ever had in my life, that place was in El Cajon, though. Also, too, people that are from California or from San Diego specifically, if you know, you know. El Cajon is the best Mexican food. Sorry, downtown has good stuff too, but nah, El Cajon is where like that's where the real shit is. That's where the fucking real shit is. Downtown does have good food too, and so do like other places. But what is this? Investigate. Oh, okay. No, I've never lived in San Diego before. My mom is like from there though, so we used to go there like fairly frequently. Oh, Mexican food is the best, bro. Mexican food is the best. I don't know, it's like so tough, dude. There's like so many like good types of food. Mission Beach. Dude, Mission Beach has been a shithole forever. That's the beach that we used to go to as kids. We used to not go to La Jolla and stuff. Oh, because I know the names and stuff. You just no, yeah. I mean, I'm like very familiar with the area and stuff like that. Because like I said, we used to go there for like at least 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month, especially when we were way younger. What's on La Costa? We're just chilling. We're talking about burritos mostly. Yeah, but I would agree though. El Cajon or San Diego, whatever. I guess it's just in general. Crack, dude. Oh my god, I would be so fat. Like I already am fat, but I would be even fatter if I lived in San Diego, because there's no way I would like be able to stay away from those burritos. It's an impossibility. I went to what was it? It's I went to PB, like Pacific Beach and stuff like that with my cousin a lot. We went drinking there. What's that one place? It's it's a bar. I don't even know if it's still open there, frankly. But there's hey, what's going on, Milosh? Looking at burritos when I already get Middle Eastern food. True. We do. That's one thing I will say. We have bomb Middle Eastern food in Detroit. Nowhere has been able to compete with that. Outside of potentially, my grandma says the Middle East has better Middle Eastern food. So, I mean, but I've never been there personally. But maybe one day. What's going on, though, dude? No, you never had Middle Eastern food? That's one thing. Everybody tries to take me places, and they're like, oh, it has, like, good Middle Eastern food, like, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe it, dude. I've tried every place. By the way, Milosh, you've been cooking up some, like, awesome-looking food, by the way. I've been getting hungry when I see, like, your Instagram stories and stuff. But, yeah, like, everybody that tries to, like, show me Middle Eastern food, unless, like, their family's making it, then it's probably good. But every restaurant that I've been to recently, or whatever, in my entire life, that people try to tell me is good, it's just not as good. Like, in Detroit, we have the largest Middle Eastern population outside of the Middle East. So the food here is very cheap and it's crack. It's so good. It is so good. Extremely inexpensive, extremely good here. Your wife makes some bomb ass hummus and she's German. It runs in the family. Hey, I mean, anybody can learn how to make it, actually. So it's kind of funny. So my uncle is Middle Eastern, and his wife is Polish, but she makes some bomb Middle Eastern food, dude. She really does. She wanted to learn, and she took it very seriously and stuff when like my great aunt like taught her stuff, and she makes some like delicious food. She kills it. It's all about I guess like desire to learn and stuff, I suppose. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Dude, why are you shooting at me, man? But yeah, I will say though, there's places that are good. Like it's not like it's terrible food or anything, but everybody is always excited to tell me. Like a lot of friends that I have and stuff will be like, "Oh, you know, trust me, I'm gonna change your mind on the fact that like there's no, you know, the Middle Eastern food is not as good outside of like I'm gonna show you a good restaurant, whatever. This is my favorite place." Every time, dude, it's never bad. It's just, you know. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. 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 Please stop. Ow! Help! The real good stuff so far is in those mom and pop restaurants. There's a tiny one in Amsterdam that tastes like your grandma's cooking. It's incredible. Nice. It's so rare to find that though. Like even like I don't know, like I have some friends and stuff who live in New York and they're like, "Oh yeah, like let me show you, like I'll show you that there's like really good Middle Eastern food here. It's better, all this kind of stuff." I don't know, like it was good. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying it wasn't like authentic, but it's just not the same, I guess, as like it's not the same. It's not the same as like, you know, home cooked or even like Milosh, listen, if you are oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. If you have a layover in Detroit, I always tell everybody this too. If you have a layover in Detroit, I will pick you up from the airport, okay? I will pick you up from the airport, and I will take you to some crack Middle Eastern places on me. So let me know if you ever have a layover here. I don't know. I mean, I know it's kind of random, but if you do, I will take you to some places that my grandma tells me taste exactly like they are back home. So I will pick you up. All right, let's see what this gets me. Probably like a crate. Crate? No crate. Okay. Yeah, well, it's actually kind of funny. You know what's random? I end up at the airport with Blue every single time. But he ends up having like a flight like right after, which sucks. But I see him on the way back from the invitational every year. Like we're always both really early for our flights because we're like afraid we're gonna miss them. So I end up talking to him for like 2 hours for our flight every single time from Montreal. And somehow he always end up going from Montreal to Detroit, and then he goes to like Vegas, you know. I think he's in Vegas now, right? I think he still is. I don't know. Chastity Run George Drive. For certain people, yes, I will. I will. It's okay. Honestly, the Middle Eastern food is inexpensive. It's really good. It isn't. Have I ever had Middle Eastern food in New York? Many times. I have a lot of friends who live in New York and stuff, and they are Middle Eastern. It's kind of funny. I have a bunch of, not a bunch, I have a few friends who moved from Detroit to New York and stuff. And they all say the one thing that they really miss, and they don't eat it in New York, is the Middle Eastern food. They say it's the one thing that they really miss. No! Oh, there we go. Alright, Lisa died. I need to revive Lisa. You've been using the shooting range? The shooting range is cool, but I feel like it's just kind of like, I don't know. There's with the shooting range, I would say it's like, I like it, it's nice, but I wish there was a way to do no recoil. Take it easy, Deadpoo. I wish there was a way for no recoil, man. This is my favorite Middle Eastern food. Ooh. Okay, it's tough to pick. It's tough to pick. All right, if I have one thing that I could have, I will. If there's one thing that I could have, it's either my wife's kebab or my grandma's. Either one of those, like I'm like that's, even though it's something that's more like basic, it's just so good that I can't like, I just can't like turn it down. It's just too good. All right, I'll level up or revive Lisa. Hold up. I have not been healing at all. Yeah, but a good kebab. Honestly though, like there's certain things too, dude. Like a good chicken cream chop is good. If you guys have a lemon cream chop is, oof, that shit's so good too. Lemon cream chop. There's a lot of good options. A really good shawarma even is good, or like a chicken tawouk is good. Like, ugh. Yeah, I mean, there's like really good kebab. Like, there's places, I feel like kebab, the nice thing is too, a lot of places make like a pretty decent kebab. Is there anything I could do? Okay, you're back. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, perfect. Then we could heal up with some chicken, maybe. Okay, now I gotta cook some stuff. Genshin on the downtime. We're just doing like, it's like a sponsored stream, so we're hanging out. I gotta light the fire first. Hold up. I don't mind Genshin though. I think it's a chill game to just hang out with chat and stuff. Yeah, that's it pretty much. It's normally what I do for these sponsored streams and stuff is like I'll take like extra time where like right now I would not be streaming. Normally I would be in bed. But I take like the extra time like you know, hang out with chat, sponsored stream, so, you know, get paid for it. This is why, you know, I never run ads and stuff during the stream, because I'd rather have people like not miss the stream experience. And I figure I can honestly, I make more money by doing sponsored stuff anyway, and I just make the sponsored stuff an extra part of the stream. So there's the normal part of the stream, Siege, whoever wants to stick around, and then if people stick around and stuff, I appreciate it for this part. So, you know, everyone that's here, I always do appreciate it. What do I do? Oh, yeah, that's it, right? No? No, I need, like, wind, right? For this, I think. Well, thank you, Victor. You stayed for the burrito talk? Dude. Oh, I know. Yeah, you need them. I have like a. I just don't want to swap out characters for this right now. I don't really need this at the moment. I forgot what's her name. She does wind. I'm gonna kill the squirrel. Come here. Give me that squirrel meat. Alright. If you press G, you can see the info. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I have like, I mean, I have other characters like, yeah, here we go. Like if I use her, she has wind as an ability. Or is it Noelle? This is my main. Yeah. I forgot. It's one of these. Yeah. Anyway. Kebab. So, honestly, the kebab that my, like, wife makes, I, like, love it. It's so good. Or my grandma. So, they actually make, like, it's weird. There's so many, like, different varieties of kebab you can make, too. Like, there's like, I've had, like, Syrian kebab. I've had Saudi kebab. I've had Persian kebabs, like Iranian, like Iraqi. Like, I'm Chaldean, so there's like so many different versions, and they all have like their own good taste. So like the kind of my grandma, it's weird. Even so, but the thing is too is everybody puts their own like personal spin on stuff. Like my grandma's kebab is more like a little bit more like I don't know how I describe it. It's like a little bit more like savory, I would say, in a way. I don't know if that's like a good way to describe it. Maybe it's like a bit more peppery. But my wife's kebab and like my mother-in-law's, I guess too, they kind of make them like pretty similar. They use a lot more like parsley, and they use like more onions, more spices. It's more like flavorful. So like it just depends kind of what you're in like the mood for. So I don't know. They're both really good. I don't think I could like pick one of them and be like, oh yeah, like this is like the one that, you know. Also, it's nice. I don't have to, my wife won't kill me, and my grandma won't kill me. So this is great. I could just remain neutral, in the middle, you know? No, honestly, they're both sleeping, so. They both have, like, different, I do not want to fight you right now, bro. That's, whatever, why not? We have, like, a minute left of this bounty, so let's just knock these guys out. You guys are huge. Oh, they're fighting each other a little bit too. Ow. Are these guys like invincible or something? Oh, let me close this bounty out. Alright, so thank you to Genshin for sponsoring that hour of the stream. I don't even know if I can kill these guys. Do I have to get them to fight each other? It's not even like doing any damage really. I used everything that I had, like all my... Okay. Alright. We're out. We're out. We're just taking a lot of damage here. This battle's gonna take a minute. I want to go to bed. The blue bars, I know. I almost have their shields broken, but I'm just gonna retreat, I think. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it there, though, chat. Thank you guys very much for watching. all of this stuff. All my socials and stuff are in the chat. Thank you guys for a good start to the season. I only hit silver today, but I did like, I don't know. We had some rough games here and there that were like kind of blah, but we'll do better tomorrow. You know, nice part is it's ranked 2.0, baby. So you win some, you lose some. Either way, you only lose like a little bit of elo each game, so it's not that deep. And yeah, tomorrow's a new day, new grind. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to check out G Fuel, up to 30% off with code KingGeorge. We have the new hibiscus tea flavor, the 2 Rainbow Six flavors, and Rainbow Six flavors. Oh, and there's BOGO. Buy one, get one free for G Fuel. And don't forget to check out Course Elgato. Not a rerun, no. Burrito place? Yeah, I will text. Actually, I went with one of my buddies that like lives here too, so I'll text him tomorrow. But okay, all right. See you. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you guys very, very much as always for watching. Good 10-hour, 40-minute stream, so not too bad. And take it easy, Milosh, if you're still here. Okay, take it easy, everyone.